Morrison existed, we would know.
I suspect murder.
She was burned.
You are the fool, Mr. Howard.
Where is Rowan Morrison?
Oh my God!
All right.
Hey.
Hello, hello.
Oh, what's going on? It's movie explosion.
Or instead of movie explosion, movie like
Frolic and sing and dance. Hippie
movie
style.
bonfire.
Yes.
or
Bonfire.
whatever this is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's they do that at the Burning Man.
Burning, yeah,
Isn't that what it's based on? Some pagan hippie stuff?
probably. Today we watched a movie called The Wicker Man.
2006.
It's not 2006 when Nicolas Cage runs around screaming at people and punching.
Shit.
How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned? I don't know! Tell me!
I was hoping that there would be bees in this.
But they were rabbits.
I think there were people in. There were furries. There were furries in this movie, which I take offense to.
Well, like proto furries.
Proto furries, but I mean, what did they have to work with? They didn't have like a fabric store on the island.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. What was this movie about, Dad?
Well, there's a stiffy stickler. I'm looking forward to
There
explain.
were lots of stiffies in this. Yes.
Yeah, there were stiffies.
Yeah.
An uptight police officer
Mhm.
sent to this.
Hyper religious.
Well, yeah, but
Loves Jambo.
yeah, he is. Yeah.
Instead of being like the regular police, he started for a large segment of the movie becoming the religion police,
Yeah.
which I feel like he forgot what his job was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this island is really out of the way. They have their own thing they do, and Christopher Lee just kind of runs it like a weird little cult.
There he is. Look at that hair.
I know.
Man, Count Dooku's looking good here.
He is.
Old Saruman. Yeah.
And like he runs this weird place, and they talk about like having kids by jumping over a fire and
Oh yeah, it's the fertility thing.
yeah, there's lots of naked
Yeah.
people having sex in yards
Mhm.
and weird musical numbers, but not like for the movie's sake, but like this is what they do.
Yeah, this is what they do. They don't have a lot going on here. You know, do they even have electricity? Yeah,
Maybe.
I think I saw
Yeah.
lights, but like, where would they get that from?
I
Like,
don't know.
considering like how secluded and isolated they are.
That's a good question.
Yeah, so I guess they live off like this island off the coast of like Ireland or something.
And then our officer, he got a call. This girl's missing.
Mm-hmm.
No one's seen her in months.
Yeah, where's this little doolin?
Rowan Schmear.
Rowan Saoirse.
Rowan Methodist Morrison.
Yes.
Rowan Morrison.
Yeah.
That's her name.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I want to find Rowan Morrison. He goes to like, her mom's like, oh, that's not my daughter.
Making inquiries about your daughter. We understand that she's missing.
Missing? My daughter?
Right. You do have a daughter,
Yes.
and that's her.
Never. I tell you no.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then,
he flies over from the mainland, right?
yeah, in this plane,
This
this
weird
seaplane.
single-engine seaplane with
But
the
the-
engine mounted on the top.
Yeah, it's on the top, I guess,
Yeah.
just so it doesn't get in the water, but still, it's weird.
But he like flies there alone. You know, he's like, I fly, I pilot.
Yeah,
I'm pilot.
you should have come with someone else.
Yeah. And he just goes out there.
Why didn't you do that?
Hmm?
Why didn't you come alone or with someone else?
I guess maybe they thought it was like a simple thing. It's a missing person.
Yeah, go check it out.
Yeah.
But the mom's like, no, that's not my daughter. I don't have a daughter. But it turns out they have religious beliefs where it's like, they don't say die or dead, you just kind of turn into animals or a
Yeah,
tree.
I noticed that they actually do use some variant of that word many times throughout the movie. Like
Yes.
when the little kid is like about to have sex with that older woman, and they're talking about like death through the
Yes.
window. So you're gonna die and be reborn, and it's like, but you just said that you don't believe in death.
Yeah.
And then they're chanting in the streets about death, but they're like, we don't say that word. I don't
Maybe
even know
that's
what that
for the
word
kids
means.
because that's we learn they don't say that when he goes to the school,
Yeah.
and they're like, hey, we don't say dead, but we believe in the phallic whatever, and there's like
Yeah.
phallic things everywhere.
That's what
So
their
maybe it's for
schools are.
kids. Maybe kids don't say that, but as
Yeah.
adults you go, yeah, I know, but like
Yeah. They have like a schoolhouse, and they're separated by gender because he walks into like the girls' class.
The phallic symbol. That is correct. It is the image of the penis, which is venerated in religions such as ours, as symbolizing the generative force in nature. Oh, can I help you?
and then that weird little girl has that little like beetle around the nail with a string.
Yeah, but it's inside the missing girl's desk.
Yeah.
Like he's, he goes this cop, he's very confused, and he's going around, he's showing people the picture, asking about this girl's name. They're like, I don't know this person, I don't know who she is. Like, that's not my daughter, and it like totally is. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? My daughter's a rabbit. What the hell?
Even the sister's like, oh, she's a rabbit, and she likes to go in the field.
I got a sore throat, mommy. Put a frog in my throat. Is that where that comes from?
I don't know. Yeah, that she definitely puts a frog. You see it. This isn't like some effect or something.
Yeah.
This girl puts a really frog in her mouth, and then for as like a treat, she gets the candy. But yeah, the frog in your throat, I guess.
You put a frog in your throat to get rid of your frog in your throat.
Or the cough, right?
Yeah.
Or sick, and you give it to the frog.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit. But yeah, so,
Yeah.
the cop guy, as we said, he goes to the school. He overhears the weird lesson plan. He's like, hey, teacher lady, can I talk to you outside? He looks like really uncomfortable. There's just like a room full of little girls looking at him, and they were just talking about dick. And it's like, wow, this is uncomfortable. And he's like, what the fuck are you teaching these kids? It's super weird. Where's this girl? I'm going to go in there. I'm going to ask everybody where this girl is. They're all like, I don't know who that is. Like, they all say, like,
we don't know.
synchronous. I don't know who that is. And they're like, bitch, you were just sitting next to her, like, a couple months ago in class.
Yeah, something's going on
You know
here.
this person. Whose desk is that? I don't know. It's nobody's. And he sees, he goes in the registry. Her name's definitely on there. He's like, why are you people lying to me? I'm going to have you arrested for, obstruction, blah, blah. And they're like, we're not obstructing, we're cooperating. It's like, no, you are. It was infuriating. I wanted to punch, like, everybody in the town.
But, I mean, the way they describe stuff, it's like, no, we weren't lying to you. She is a rabbit now, or she's moved on to nature. Like,
Do they actually believe that, though? They seem like they're just being assholes.
I don't know. I mean, you could see at the end of the lengths they go to.
They go
You'd
pretty
think that
far.
they wouldn't do that if they didn't believe it.
Yeah, but, I mean, they clearly believed that she was a real person when they tricked.
Yeah,
their
they
mind.
know what he's saying.
Yeah.
They know what he means.
Yeah.
They're being very particular about the choice of words.
They're doing the thing where it's like, it's not a lie if you believe it kind of thing.
Or it's just like, it's semantics, right?
Yeah, it's all that. Semantics.
It's like, we don't know her.
Yeah.
Oh, where's the person who was the rabbit? You should ask the right question.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Yeah. But yeah, he's only there for like a few days. He gets there, April 29th is what
April
it
29th.
says in the thing. And he's only there for like literally 2 days before the conclusion that we all love.
Yeah.
And so yeah, like over the course of like the first night he's there, people, he goes into the inn or whatever, and people are hanging out and they're looking, like, who's this guy? And then all of a sudden they all start like surrounding him and like singing at him and being really merry.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, this is, I don't know how to feel about this. And then he gets pissed because he's like, I'm not here for fun. I'm here for some serious stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of people being weird and being shifty and not cooperating. So he makes a scene and he's like, I'm gonna go to bed. Screw you. But no, he doesn't. Wait, because he goes outside and
Oh,
we
he
see
sees
some
people
more stuff.
You see people just fucking in someone's yard.
Yeah, there was like 5 couples, and they're all just, the ladies are all topless, they're all like bouncing up and down with some dudes, and then he's like, what the hell? And he goes past like a cemetery, and there's like a naked lady like straddling like a fresh grave, and like rubbing on it. No,
Well, I
don't think
thought
was rubbing
she
on
was
it.
just like, she was naked, but she was like crying and leaning on it.
She was crying at the headstone, but she was sitting her naked parts like on the grave.
Oh, yeah,
So like the part where he sees like the whole bunch of people like banging in tandem, it's like I don't know if that was like real or if maybe these ladies were like banging the ghosts of people. Because I knew this girl that her mom had relations for like a very long time with the ghost of Gene Kelly.
Mm.
And I didn't know if that was what was happening and that we were just kind of seeing like the visual representation of it or if that was real. This movie's weird.
Also, I mean, there's a tree on all the things.
Oh yeah, that's
Where
right.
did
They planted trees
Where
in
did
the
the tree
graves.
go?
Huh?
Where did the tree go?
Into the graves.
The tree went up.
Yeah, it goes up.
Where did the tree go?
Oh, on the lady.
Was the tree in the lady?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's part of the fertility thing.
Yeah.
So it's like.
But this is
yeah.
where he starts getting a little more like, all right, I'm here to find this girl, but you guys are fucking crazy,
Yeah.
and I want to report you for being immoral or something. You know,
Mhm.
it's like,
Yeah, it's
you're
like
right.
you guys are teaching people some really weird twisted
You're not
shit.
wrong, but like this isn't your job.
Hey, if I go like this, it looks like I have really cool hair.
I'm on Wicker Man now. Not the beast.
Not the
Not the
beast!
beast.
Oh!
No, not the beast! Not the beast!
Oh yeah, and there was like when he first gets to the island, I'm like, are those skulls everywhere? Because there's these rocks like lining
Yeah.
the roadway, and they look vaguely like skulls, and I was like, maybe I'm just imagining it.
Remember there's skulls of past like people who've been sacrificed for like, you know, like where's the body? Well, there was a rabbit in the grave of the girl.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like they take. Well, that's a whole different story, but like,
That's a whole different
but
thing.
maybe they put a rabbit in all the things, and then like
Yeah.
they put like the skulls everywhere.
Well,
I
like
don't
the mom lady character with like the sweets and shit shop, like there was a lot of rabbit-shaped food,
Yeah.
and there was also skull-shaped food. There was lots of skulls. Like there were skulls like
Lots of
everywhere.
imagery of like fertility, like there's an egg, there's rabbits, and death with skulls. It's
Mhm. Yeah, it was like, okay, well, I guess they're pagan. They're pagan.
yeah.
You know, I was like, is this like some kind of voodoo like witch stuff where people are just like dancing around and jumping over bonfires naked, burning bush hair
And
off?
it's great to watch this guy just drive around looking at him and he's looking at everyone going, what is going on?
Yeah,
I hate
this
this.
constant look on his face, like what? Like, am I dreaming right now? Am I having a fucking nightmare? This is so weird. Because he's like this perfect little Christian lad. Where
Apparently he's a virgin.
yeah, this super hot lady is using like witchcraft on him in one scene where she's like
Coming over
naked
here,
dancing in the room
which
next
is
to his.
the most silliest, ridiculous dance I've ever seen.
It was pretty ridiculous, and it was like not even just like an abridged or like shortened song. She sings like the entire song. So she's singing naked, random explosive dancing, and then she like stares at the camera for like really long. Like they hold shots in this movie like for an eternity. And he's all sweating in the next room. It's like, oh my God, is the witchcraft like actually working? Because she like talks about it the next day. She's like, hey, I was inviting you into my room and you didn't show up. And
yeah,
he's
like this is normal. He's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
I'm
I guess it is
sorry.
now.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry. I'm just, I don't believe in doing that before marriage. It's like, dude, bro, oh my God. How old are you? This isn't no Matt Damon in whatever that good movie was about math.
Good Will Hunting?
Yeah, that's
It wasn't about math.
I thought he was a mathematician. Or
But-
was he a
But
writer?
it's not like about math.
Maybe I'm
like-
thinking about...
No, you're thinking about the right movie. But
well,
like he's really smart and he doesn't do anything with it.
maybe I was thinking about Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, but it's not about math. It's about like him like getting out and like being something.
Oh.
And he's just really smart.
Mm,
And math is one way like he shows it.
yeah.
Yeah.
He also gets teed up pretty easily by other people for like making himself look better.
Yeah.
Like the scene about plagiarism, where it's like, oh, like he should have been like, hey, like after he like embarrasses that guy, he should have been like, hey man, thanks for teaming me up because I look really awesome in front of that girl You're
Oh,
trying to
good.
impress.
I was
So
like,
now I'm totally gonna get laid.
and I was like, I like them apples.
How about them apples? Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
they had an apple thing in this movie too. These movies are connected
Yeah,
in multiple ways because I went on a random tangent and now we're back to apples.
you
'Cause
did. You
say
brought
the
us
thing about
back.
how about them apples?
I'll agree with you on that.
Because that's their like entire food source on this island.
Right, they have summer
besides-
Isle apples,
Yeah.
but like their crops aren't doing well.
Yeah.
So the 1972 May Day
Mhm.
festival is a picture of the missing girl and no crops.
Yeah.
So like
I don't get
their crops
that.
are failing them.
So do they kill the person from the year last? Oh, spoiler alert! Put a tag up for everything after this because there's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should watch this movie before.
You should watch the movie before watching this.
You know what we're talking
or at
about.
least watch the masterfully done remake from 2006. Because I kept thinking about it the whole time. I kept waiting for some bees, man.
I told
There
you.
wasn't a
And I
goddamn-
told you there's no
There was
bees.
not one damn bee.
No bees.
That's why their crops failed because they didn't have any cross Polynesian.
Yeah, I lost track of like why they failed. But yeah, like even the crops, like your crops aren't growing because of whatever reason, some like logical reason. And
Yeah, it's because they're like replanting stuff on the same soil over and over again.
Right,
since,
right,
like,
right.
1860 something, when this dude's grandfather was like, "I'm the lord of this island. Oh, live in this castle here," which is not a functioning castle. It's more of a chateau. Chateau.
more of a chateau.
Chateau.
Chateau de Juan.
Yeah, Christopher Lloyd's character is interesting. So Christopher Lloyd is the lord of the island. Did you get the Lord's permission first? I'm
Well,
going
yeah,
to show you nothing before
He
you
runs the
talk to
place.
Lord.
Like he's like, I want to see the
Yeah.
death certificate, whatever,
Yeah.
to the lady at the registrar place.
Oh,
It's like
red tape, man.
you need to like talk to Lord Somerville.
Mhm.
I'm like, and he
Red
does,
tape.
and
Yeah.
he's just hanging around in his castle thing. And
Yeah, he's talking about the naked girls dancing around outside. Hey, what do you think about
Isn't
them
it
naked
great?
girls? Isn't that awesome? He's like, no, I kind of think it's disturbing. Because weren't they like, I hope, maybe the actresses were not children. But
They didn't look like
kept
children.
referring to them as children.
They did.
And so that's not okay.
I don't think they were children.
No, they weren't. But it's like, dude, that's not okay. Like, you can't be hanging out in your castle, Mr. fucking Epstein, on your private pedophile island.
Yeah.
Because that's seriously what it was like feeling like. I swear, like the whole time I felt like I was watching like, felt like this dude's like Epstein or something. I don't think that he was having sex with any of them, but
Sex.
know.
I mean, there was going around. I don't know how they don't have lots of inbred people at this point.
I'm pretty sure I saw a few.
All right, but there should be more after
Yeah.
like 200 years, like
Yeah.
or 100 years. Like the one part where the cop's just sitting in his window, and then the lady next door goes to her window, and it's Christopher Lee, and he's like, "Hey, I present to you this
young
lad.
Yeah.
You got enjoy him,
Mhm.
enjoy yourself." And you hear him do stuff, and then the people downstairs are staring at the ceiling, playing
Yeah.
their creepy folk music.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty awesome. But he gets close. Oh, he tries to leave. Yeah, he tries to leave.
Well, yeah, he
And-
gets pissed off because
And
he
his plane's
finds
his plane's messed up. They don't want him to leave because he did the dumb thing of saying, "Okay, I'm gonna leave. When I do, I'm gonna tell like some authority about this,"
Mhm.
and threatens them. He could have like, "Nothing to see here. See you later, buddy," and then do it,
Mhm.
and then they'd be screwed.
Yeah.
I hate when people in movies like where they say like, "Oh, I caught you. You killed this guy, and I have video of it. Here it
Yeah.
is. Don't kill me and take the video. Just like
Mhm.
you bring it to police and have that conversation."
And yeah, he totally gets like honeypotted by the innkeep's daughter
Yeah.
because he told her, he's like, I'm a virgin. She's like salivating at that
Yeah.
because that's what they wanted. They wanted for their sacrifice.
But if he had sex with her, would he have been a sacrifice still? Because they said, like, well, you're the perfect person. Like, you have the the authority of a king.
Yeah.
You're a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the things was. But I wonder.
Well, I think this is one of those things where it was like, I feel like they meant to do this guy pretty much from the beginning. because it was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
this
yeah.
guy's investigating. We got to get rid of him.
Yeah,
He's the
and this
perfect
is
person.
more spoilers and things.
And Christopher Lee is a charlatan, and it's one of those things where it's like when the high school kid paints like a crappy picture, and then they go back and they critique it and pretend like everything was intentional.
Yeah.
And so I think everything with this constable was a matter of convenience to rationalize what they were doing.
Well, he was raised like
really
this.
sell
He's the third generation of the Lord of Summer Isle.
Yeah, but I mean, he's the in guy, you know.
Well, yeah, but
they
like
always know.
But what are you gonna do? Like your dad is the Lord of Somerville, and
Yeah.
you just keep on doing the traditions. Like,
oh yeah, totally. I mean,
why
he's got
do
power.
anything
He's not
different?
gonna give that up. And he's
Yeah.
got naked girls running around his yard, which is pretty. It would be awesome.
They
if
got
they
him
were
like
children.
praising penises.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like it's pretty awesome. It's so much better than your religion, bro. Because instead of looking up at this ghost that had sex with a virgin, all the ladies on the island are literally worshiping cock.
Oh, I love that. He tries to argue Christianity to Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
He's like, you can't have, a child without, physical contact. I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure your religion says opposite. It's like, yeah, you're right.
Oh, what is all this? I mean, you've got fake biology, fake religion. Sir, have these children never heard of Jesus?
Himself the son of a virgin, impregnated, I believe, by a ghost. Do sit down, Sergeant. Shocks are so much better absorbed with the knees bent.
And then at the end, he's like, I believe in, Jesus Christ, and I want to live eternally. Like, cool. So then you're cool that we're doing. No problems here, right?
I believe in the life eternal, as promised to us by our Lord Jesus Christ.
That is good, for believing what you do. We confer upon you a rare gift these days. A martyr's death.
They had a furry parade, and they're all pretend sword fighting,
Yeah.
playing drums and shit.
He falls right
Marching
into the
around.
plan. I mean,
Oh yeah.
he kidnaps the guy who plays the fool, which he
Mhm.
jumps in the role of the fool as
Yeah.
to put up with this.
Mhm.
And then,
It's all incognitus.
and I think,
Infiltrating.
and everyone knew it was him, but
Yeah.
he didn't know that everybody knew. So they're fucking with him, hitting him with sticks. They even call him McGregor because that's the guy he kidnapped.
Yeah.
And then they stop at that one thing where the people with the swords chop off heads.
Yeah.
What was that about? I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I guess it's just like a symbol. Like they weren't really gonna chop off anybody's head. Like they're like, it's a matter
But
of
they
chance.
look worried though.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if you had 6 swords surrounding your neck,
Oh yeah, I'd be
I'd
worried.
be worried about an accident.
But
And
if
they were
you-
pretty sharp.
but
'cause
if-
it cut right through that
But
thing.
decade after decade, nobody got their head chopped off. I'd like, just whatever.
Hmm.
I'd visit there, but I wouldn't go in April or May. I'd go May 2nd and on.
Yeah.
And then I'd visit.
Yeah, because I mean, the rest of the year it's pretty much Whore Island.
Yeah. But it's a great reveal at the end when he shows up and he sees the girl. He's like, I want to save you. She's like, oh, save me. I don't like it.
Yeah, and I was like, why is she like?
Okay.
She's not like a true believer. Like, wouldn't you want like your person to be a true believer? Like, I was like, what's the deal with that? Like, why does she like all of a sudden like?
The whole town's in on it.
Yeah.
It's like, you did it. You fooled the man. Now he's going to die. And
Yeah.
she's like, I did it. Yay.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like our lead man kind of gave up a little easily there.
He kind of stopped
It
at
was
the
a little
end.
frustrating, which is like,
They've been doing this for a long time.
yeah.
They'll sink the plane
Hmm.
or whatever.
But you know,
He was never here, and everyone's going to stick to
Yeah.
that story.
but Christopher Lee was like, this is the first time we've ever had a failed crop, which means isn't our cop the first human sacrifice that they've
Oh,
done?
maybe they haven't done it for years.
Yeah. They've
But
only
still-
killed animals.
I mean, they know the whole town's going to go with the story.
Oh yeah.
So
I
if
mean,
it
they
was get
already
rid of the
did.
cop, get rid of his clothes, which they
Yeah.
did. He's burnt,
Mhm.
so there's no trace of him.
Yeah.
And really, the plane's the thing. So they set the Wicker Man on fire. He's going on and on about things, and Christopher's like, all right, get it going. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Start the fire.
And then they start just singing again.
Yes. And it's great because he's screaming and screaming, and they're just singing
Smiling
along
and
like it's some
swaying
fun
together.
sing along. Like, so whatever the song is, there's always a guy playing music. It's not like music from the movie, it's music in the movie.
Mhm.
It's really weird.
It's very meta.
Yeah.
Is that what that is? Is that what meta
I
is?
think it is.
I liked Christopher Lee's shooting jacket and tennis shoes.
Yeah, I
that he
saw the
wore.
sneakers.
Yeah, and his 70s turtleneck.
He's a very casual
Yeah.
cult leader.
Yeah, I mean all these like fucking trillionaire CEOs wearing like t-shirts.
Yeah.
He's almost one of those guys.
And
Pretty
then
good.
when they put on fire, it's pretty cool because that last scene, the very last scene, is amazing. Where it's like you see the head of the Wicker Man and it falls, and like the sun's going down, and it looked really great.
It was perfect.
It was,
It like bows to the sun.
which either is like means like, you know, that this isn't anything, like the sun's gonna go down. You know, it's just not like the sun coming up.
Yeah, what's the sun setting?
I'm not sure.
I don't get it.
Someone out there who knows like film
Symbology.
theory,
Yeah.
symbolism, like
Oh yeah, his
What's that?
yellow turtleneck is warning. It's a warning color. Yeah.
if you watch the other Wicker Man,
Mm.
they have a similar thing, except it's a female-led island. And instead
so
of,
progressive,
instead
so
of-
brave.
I don't think that's what they're doing at the time. I think it's a different view on it. This is 2006. It's
Yeah,
not-
they weren't progressive or brave back then.
they just made a movie.
Yeah. It
And
wasn't
it's fine.
2016.
It's a different take on it.
Mhm.
And instead of like rabbits, it's bees.
Mm. Queen Bee.
And that's where you have like, not the bees, no. Which some versions don't even have that scene on
Bullshit.
it.
That's the whole point of that
I know.
movie. I want to see the bees.
And the whole movie just goes around screaming at people. He like steals some kid's bike. Give me your bike! Give me your bike! He
He
punches.
commandeers a bike?
Yes.
Step away from the bike. Take your stupid mask.
He punches a lady in the face.
Oh yeah.
Where is she? Where'd you burn the body? Just screaming at people. It's pretty
Yeah.
good, but this is actually good. This movie is good.
It's good. It's confusing. It's got a good.
But it's very 70s. Like it has the part in the old
Extremely
cemetery
70s.
where there's a lady breastfeeding, holding an egg. It's like I get it.
She wasn't breastfeeding the egg. She had the baby.
No, yeah.
on
She's
the
breastfeeding a
egg.
baby,
She's
but
holding the egg out. in
like,
the
look,
other.
man.
Yeah. But our angry cop breaks their apple crates and makes a cross out of it because there were churches and stuff on the island, but they were no longer churches since this dude's grandfather showed up.
I would give this movie out of like 5 things.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. 3 rabbits, an apple, and a bee.
A bee.
Yeah.
So you give it 5.
Well, 5 things. Yeah.
5. Okay. All right. So for me, out of 5, Christopher Lee's shooting jacket.
Okay.
What else we got? I don't know. The lady that was having sex with the grave.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I don't know. The engine on the top of the seaplane.
Okay.
And
These are gonna be some weird pictures to find for the video, but let's see how it works out.
and I want to give it more. We're up to 3 now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I already gave it to the shooting jacket because I was looking at the elbow patch. Man.
Yeah, that's nice.
I
That's
love it.
right.
Yeah. They have the one elbow patch and then like the shoulder thing.
Mm-hmm.
What's the elbow patch for?
It's, you know, you're sitting at your desk, you're writing,
Oh yeah.
you know.
Okay, gotcha. I don't know. The ugly rabbit chocolate.
Yeah.
Like the shop.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give it 4 because I was a little confused.
Okay.
I just gave it 4.
No bees.
No, because there weren't any bees.
I know it's like saying bees. All right. Well, that was The Wicker Man.
The Wicker Man.
Signed 1973. You should watch it.
73. Christopher Lloyd.
You know,
And
Christopher
I
Lloyd.
don't know who anybody else was in it.
Me neither.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I had seltzer water.
I had also seltzer water, but also has a little splash of alcohol in
I
it.
had Nice. Let me get this in the shot here.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay, wait a second.
Oh.
Nice, and which that's the brand Walgreens.
Oh yeah. Walgreens. It's nice. I have. We're sponsored, by the way, by Coors. It tastes like a creamsicle.
So if you disagree with something,
An orange creamsicle.
go to Coors.
Go to
They
Coors.
tell us what to say.
Write in a complaint to
Yeah.
Coors if you disagreed with anything.
They're
we
Coors.
say.
That puppet video about the Wicker Man made me angry.
So wait, if somebody says that they're sponsored by something but they're not, is that bad?
Let's find
Are you in
out.
trouble for that?
Let's see.